The Awakening. Pretty much put me to sleep, almost. I didn't really like this story. It's very quick, and I just don't think it comes together very well. I mean, it's kind of, well, there's people being projected through time, and they're coming through time. There's a hole there because of this alien that's connected to 1984 from the English Civil War, and these people who are going to reenact it in this town have become pretty much possessed by this alien intelligence, Malice, and that's buried in this old church. And of course he's very demonic looking and all that stuff. And yeah, you know, Turlough's just sort of there to get in trouble and get captured all the time, and so is Tegan. And people keep wanting her to dress up, you know. So she does. And so there you go. They run back from one part of the location of wherever they shot this. Not a whole lot. And that's about it. There's some elements to it that could have been pretty cool, you know, like the ghostly figures and whatnot, and the guy from the other time, and you know, but it was all a lot of the Malice could, you know, do its projections on people's mentality, so it takes control of the townspeople, which is why they're going a bit nutty and hey, you're taking this reenactment way too far. I mean, they've literally blocked off the town rather, and no one can get in and no one can leave. And it's just, geez, you'd think somebody would notice, and stuff like that. But the doctor himself, you know, Peter Davison's doing the best he can with what it is. And there's actually some moments I was like, it reminded me of Troughton, which was Peter had often said Patrick Troughton was his main go-to source of inspiration for how to handle his own doctor and whatnot. And a lot of those times when you know, the stakes are getting really high and it's looking very dangerous, and oh no, things might not work out, and the doctor starts to hyperventilate and panic, and that was quite a bit with Peter Davison. But if you look at a lot of Troughton when he's trying to, you know, he's trying to talk his way out of it with whatever the villain is or who, you know, and it's very similar. So, you know, and it's in keeping because, well, he used to be that guy. So it's understandable that, you know, the doctor could, you know, get like that. So I really don't have anything else here. The look of the creature it was not bad. I mean, it's like a carnival thing or something. It's like, oh, you're going into the spook house, you know, and there's a little monster, you know. I don't know that it was meant to, I guess, because one of the villains who's actually, I mean, he's a dupe for the Malice, and then the guy from the past shoves him into, I guess, the mouth of that giant face in there. So I guess he got eaten. But, you know, the doctor didn't give that guy a lecture or nothing. You know? So, a little inconsistency there. He's like, well, you know, whatever. Because they're trying to talk him out of it. And you're saying, look, you know, the Malice is not going to give you any power or anything like that. You know, he's just using you and what have you. No! And plus, he only had 2 shots, you know, with those pistols. So you... I mean, sure, you could take out 2 of you, but there was more of them than him, so you probably could have... Yeah, I know. But anyway, so be careful when you want to reenact a Civil War, because some alien consciousness might possess your mind and make you think it's real, and you'll start wiping out your own, you know, fellow citizens in your neighborhood and whatnot. So that's about it. There's the big lesson. The Malice... blows up at the end, and they show the church collapsing on itself and all that, and everybody escapes in the TARDIS, and it's all good, well and good. The doctor, of course, can return the guy displaced from time into the past, although he'd probably be better off just trying to make a life for himself in the modern times. But anyway, that's what they do. Yeah, but no one bothers to think, hey, you know, might want to make sure that thing is truly destroyed and it's still laying there, you know. Well, whatever. Someone can make use of the technology, I guess. Maybe. who knows? Whatever, There's a lot of that goes on, and not just Doctor Who, all these sci-fi shows, and they just sort of, does the Federation ever clean up that stuff that the Enterprise runs into that's, dangerous enough to wipe out the galaxy or whatever? I don't know, I guess. Here, I don't know, maybe the Doctor, like, wait a minute, let me make a call to unit and tell them, hey, there's something you got to clean up here. Maybe that's what they did. And they got some warehouse of old stuff left over from different Doctor Who. There's something, huh? Of course, now, I don't know, did they do that in Torchwood? Yeah, here's some crap the doctor left lying around. It's like that story where someone found a Dalek prop in a ditch somewhere. I remember seeing that a while back. So, that could really happen, And all of a sudden you got the little creepy Malice figure climbing the walls in your house and looking at you. Yeah, you don't want that in the house. No. So anyway, there, The Awakening. But it was only 2 episodes, so, You would think, some of these, you could tighten the story and get to something cool or whatnot, but then it's like The King's Demons. I didn't particularly care for that one either too much, Probably liked it better than this one, though. I mean, it had the Master in it and all that, but I don't know. Whatever. There you go. The Awakening. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're still here, why not like and subscribe and share with your many friends? Yes. Also, check out my mini stores in the link description below. Yes, where you can get t-shirts, hats, mugs, all those goodies with my artwork on them. Oh, yeah. And head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night. Oh, yeah. You can also catch me at my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on BitChute.com and now on Rumble.com. Oh, my goodness. So many places to watch me and my stuff. Oh, yeah. And if that's not enough for you, well, you can follow me on many social media platforms and say hi to your old pal, Mr. Nailsin.